There's many other confirmation studies. There's 2 studies that show children who are circumcised early have double the rate of autism. And it's highly likely because they're given Tylenol.
So I'm beginning to think we're living in the upside down, because this statement right here is not how you communicate science. Time school. Firstly, there's only 1 cohort study to support this claim, not 2, so that's the first incorrect statement. And this isolated study was a 2015 study from Denmark that looked at 342,000 boys with a total of 5,000 autism spectrum disorder cases. And they did find that those boys who were circumcised had higher rates of autism. But RFK Jr. goes on to say that this is highly likely because they're given Tylenol because of the pain. But this study didn't even assess Tylenol use after circumcision, so we have no idea how many of the children took medication. So that is a completely made up link, purely speculation. The authors even state that unfortunately we had no data available on analgesics or possible local anesthetics used during circumcision, so we are unable to address the paracetamol hypothesis directly. So please tell me why RFK Jr. thinks it's appropriate to tell people that paracetamol use after circumcision is the reason for the higher rates of autism, when the authors of the study themselves say we are unable to address this theory. Not to mention there are several other important limitations in this cohort, including the number of circumcised babies being underreported because they had no way to monitor privately or culturally performed circumcisions. They also cannot rule out other parental factors, genetic factors, and the authors themselves discuss how neonatal pain could potentially impact long-term brain development. And perhaps most importantly, this is the only large study done on this topic. You do not make public health recommendations based on a single observational study with lots of limitations. This is not how you interpret science or how you communicate scientific findings to the public.